turn that frown around. Bright side vibes bouncing all around. Hopes bursting out, laughter everywhere. Packed with pure joy, we're taking you there. Light mode, wonder we bring. Good times forever, hear us sing. Feel the beat. Flip your feet.
The mute button doesn't work. Ah!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we don't want to make sure, everybody, no guttural sounds, no stomach sounds come gurgling through or anything like
Don't
that.
worry, people have their own mute buttons, John.
Fun fact, when we're rolling that intro, all of our mics are still live. So, there's always the chance something might sneak out. But anyway, welcome into LightMode Podcast, episode 32. This week, the theme is inspiration. Kind of like, SpongeBob going, imagination. But it's inspiration. Excited to be here once again with my incredible co-hosts. Katelyn, the beauty queen, the queen of fizz, the Bible and bling bishop. I don't know why I was going with bishop. I'll leave that one alone. And then the most interesting man on the podcast, potentially in the state of Florida, Matt, joining us as well. He freshly got his ears lowered. And on that note, Andy the barber says hi, hopefully. Matt, how's your week been, man?
Been good. Some new developments. I switched to a new water bottle. Woo-hoo. I am now a owner of an Awala, and I am slightly disappointed because these are girl colors.
Hot take.
And it didn't match the photo I saw online. I thought it was like a nice charcoal, literally the picture. I'm actually kind of upset. The picture showed the body was like a charcoal.
Low key, he's really upset.
And the top was like a nice brown, like the handle and the lid here were like hunter, or olive green. And I thought these were orange accents. And the picture actually those are like some of my favorite colors. And I get this. This is like literally like purple, kind of like puke color.
To be fair, from my angle, it looks like it's charcoal with orange and teal.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing like a teal and fuchsia combo there.
I don't know. It's disappointing.
Because
now
it
I'm
looks
just
peach. Looks peachy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it inspires you to drink more water.
I'm inspired to write a negative review right now.
Well, it's your own fault for having the blue light filter on your phone when you were looking at it.
I mean, is that what it was? I don't know.
Be.
Maybe
if you have one of those filters, it messes the colors on your phone.
Or you should look at the reviews so you're not seeing the professional photos. You're seeing the.
But you know what, Matt? You are manly enough to overcome girly colors on your water bottle.
See, I don't know. I think it's going to be a gift for my wife, and I might find my way into another more respectable cup. But on the topic of beverages, I am drinking a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Ooh,
I was zero, of course, but I was inspired because I saw this meme of a guy in line at Taco Bell with a shirt that said, "Our Father who art in heaven, Baja be thy blast." And I saw this shirt and I just instantly wanted one.
That's awesome.
Here we are.
So speaking of Taco Bell, man, we won't get into the negative news because we're flipping our feeds here, right?
No.
We're trying to, make sure that, everybody's on the inspiration train and upward looking in their content. So I'm sure none of
I'm
us
inspired to not eat salad.
Yeah.
None of us
I've
want to
been
get
in the dark
Cyclospora.
about this whole thing. I've really been in the dark. So can you please enlighten me?
Yeah.
Don't eat bagged lettuce. Don't eat lettuce from Taco Bell. Let
me text my wife.
While.
But it's not just I guess they tracked it to a thing called Taylor Farms or something like that.
No, that's false news.
It's false news?
False news. Taylor Farms was falsely accused, and they had to come back out and say, hey, did not happen. This was wrong.
Well, how about Taco Bell being falsely accused? I mean, they're not putting the Cyclospora in there.
That has not been proven.
I mean, that's my big question. Is what's the difference between Cyclospora, problems and regular Taco Bell problems? Because Taco Bell is kind of...
I don't get those. I don't know. I have a bit of an iron stomach.
Well, you are a world traveler, so you probably built up a tolerance.
Taco Bell and I have an understanding.
One of these days, I may go into some of my world traveling stories, which are not so great in the bathroom area. But let's just say I like to think that I have a strong stomach, but Don't eat the
See,
guacamole in Mexico. Is all I'm gonna say,
I am-
because it turns out to be a really bad thing for your mission trip. So
I'm loving the content that's coming out of this. That's like people are saying, and this is what you can flip your feed with, is you know, it might be that the lettuce or the tacos or whatever are, you know, causing them to have that, but you know what didn't give them explosive issues?
Yeah.
A Dr. Pepper or McDonald's or
my cookie
like-
would never.
exactly.
Baja Blast.
Or it's like here I am, the mom. At least I'm not the mom feeding my kids all the fruits and veggies, causing them to have issues, and I'm the mom that gives them McDonald's. Not saying that's
Nah,
recommended.
My
but it's
kids'
just
fruit
like, I think it's
gushers would
funny.
never.
Exactly. I've gotten a lot of good laughs out of those types of content.
Yeah.
So we're not supposed to be eating at like Taco Bell and places like that right now.
It's not
'cause
just
genuinely...
yeah. It's basically anything that has pre-processed shredded lettuce is kind of like
Yeah.
the supposed
Just
culprit.
bagged lettuce in general.
Yeah. So kind of stay away from that. I mean,
Although
I would
did
imagine
hear,
you
like,
could probably buy lettuce and shred it yourself, and you'd be fine, or cabbage, and you'd be fine. But
Let's not take any chances.
Yeah, I mean, I've also seen and heard where it's like on like fruits, like just make sure you really wash your fruits. But even then, I've heard that washing it's not helping, and that so it's like fruits, scallions, lettuce. I haven't even chanced like lettuce at all, and I've been really wanting salads lately.
You know
and
what?
I can't have any of them. That's like
You
one
know,
of my main food groups.
the bacon would never. So I think that's a
Exactly.
food that we can all agree
True.
on. Just
That's
stick,
true.
Just stick the bacon, and you're good to go. Your cholesterol may not be so great after a while, but you'll be happier, at least for a little bit.
Man. Well, I'm glad. Thank you for being my news source, because I haven't actually dug into this enough for myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also kind of questionable whether or not it really is as big of a deal as they say it is.
Yeah.
I think
you know.
hot take that it's like, hey, look over here. What's going on? We don't want you to see over here.
COVID 2.0. Oh no, we're canceled. No, I'm just kidding.
I do have to say respect to all the real deal Taco Bell fans out there. They're running Taco Bell from a social media standpoint has run with this, and I think they're actually winning, because what they're doing
Dude,
is they're
no
taking
way.
clips of all the videos and like comments on their videos being like, nah, I got you, bro. I'm never gonna reject Taco Bell. And it's like it's all these other, and
Yeah.
they're using that in their social media campaigns, and I'm like, somebody there's
They've
thinking.
also done $1 nacho fries, I think.
Ooh.
Things like that.
Yeah.
I also think and wonder, like, at some point, if this comes out to be semi-false or whatever, if there's no data to prove it, will they do a defamation trial?
I doubt it. I mean, they've gained so much publicity from it, both positive and negative. I mean, honestly, being
Hot
real,
take. They started it.
you roll the. You might be right, Matt. It's all a campaign. But I mean, you're kind of rolling the dice when you go to Taco Bell anyway, especially when you combine it with other food that you've eaten in that day. Speaking
Yeah.
from experience, you don't want to eat Cece's Pizza for lunch and Taco Bell for dinner.
Well, I just
because
don't eat
that can
Taco
be-
Bell.
I think that's a hard stop. You don't want to eat Cece's pizza for lunch.
I have another nickname for
Period.
Cece's, a word that rhymes with Cece's that I won't say on here because this is a family show. But anyway, yeah, that was the last time I ever ate at Cece's Pizza.
See, I only thing I eat at Taco Bell, I don't even eat, I drink. I get the Mountain Dew. Just like McDonald's, here we go, John, I can't talk. McDonald's has the best crisp Coca-Cola.
Yes, true.
Taco Bell has the best Mountain Dew. Sorry, y'all.
Well, I mean, Baja
I think
Blast.
faster than I talk, and I talk too fast, and I just can't keep up.
Correct
My
me if
brain
I'm
is-
wrong, internet, but Baja Blast was created for Taco Bell, wasn't it? Like, wasn't
I
it like
think
their signature flavor
Taco
for a
Bell
long time?
created it or
I don't know.
something. And
Yeah, I think so.
It was exclusive to Taco Bell,
Yeah. And I mean,
Oh, man.
I will admit, there's been times I've gone to Taco Bell just because I wanted a Baja Blast. Like, that was
Yeah.
the reason that brought me in. So, kudos to them for the marketing. But I don't know how this turned into Cyclospora promoting Taco Bell
You brought it
podcast,
up, John.
but well, actually, Matt brought it up.
It's my fault. It's my fault. That's how my week's been.
Just one giant rabbit hole down the Cyclospora train.
Hey, the bright side is the fact that you don't have it.
That's true. Hopefully not.
It's always a plus.
Guess we'll find out.
Oh no, you would know. You would
Oh.
know.
I did see a hilarious comic. I can't recommend them because not all their stuff's clean, but they went on this whole rant about how every news source, like, didn't matter if you're a liberal news source or a conservative news source, like news sources that can't agree on anything, have all agreed that this causes explosive diarrhea. Like every single one of them stuck to the.
It's like fact check.
CNN and Fox News agree. Explosive diarrhea.
That's how you know it's bad. Oh no.
Who knew that this would be the thing that unites America, right?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So on that topic of explosive diarrhea, Katelyn, how's your week been?
My week's been fine. I don't have the Cyclospora, whatever it is.
What's that for a segue?
Oh man.
No, my week's been fine.
It's gonna kill me
It's
later.
actually been an underwhelming week. Nothing super exciting, except that hey, if you guys are not following the podcast, first of all, make sure you follow the podcast.
Yep,
But
TikTok
I'm super close to
and YouTube.
I'm super close to a social media goal, so that's pretty exciting. I will probably get to celebrate it this weekend.
Guys, all well, I don't want to. Anyway, share Katelyn's account. She's almost at what, 10,000? Like you're like 100 people away from 10,000. That's
I'm
an awesome
97.
milestone.
It's a lot of people.
97 people away.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
So I'm actually gonna like put a little QR code up on the screen right here, of Katelyn's account on TikTok, so or her link tree. So go follow her, share it with her friends. Let's get her over that 10,000 hump, and she'll be our first like celebrity. You know,
I'm far from that.
we're gonna hang all of
But-
our hopes on Katelyn's popularity.
I mean, I have figured out a couple things on social media. Starting to learn to link some things and do some things. Let me tell you what, y'all. Y'all who do social media for a living, kudos to y'all, because it is a full-time job in itself.
It's
It
not as
really
easy
is.
as people think it is.
It's not. People make it look real easy. They really do. But it is effort, planning, and a lot of stuff, and it takes time. But
Well, good. For me, I don't know. Like I was thinking before the podcast, like what was I going to say when I was talking about my week? I've just been on like an emotional roller coaster, and not because of Cyclospora. It's just I don't know. Like my feed, there are good effects of flipping your feed, obviously, but then it can also just wreck you emotionally because I don't know why I've been on this feed getting clips from The Chosen. And like getting some like awesome testimony clips,
Get ya.
and like it'll hit you, man. Like I'm in the bathroom doing some paperwork and business, and like I'm sobbing on the toilet because I'm watching this clip from The Chosen, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, and I've just been on this emotional roller coaster. Our church right now, the youth group's doing their annual mission youth retreat thing called City Week. I got to play with the worship team last night, which was just a super emotional high. It was shout out, Grace World Worship and Ascend youth group and Ascend Worship. It was an incredible night. So I've just been on this, like, no matter what time of day it is, whether it's early morning or in the evening, I go through my devotions right now, and like I'm going through half a pack of tissues just doing my devotions. So like I'm doing a thing now where I read a section and I'm trying to write my thoughts out because I'm at that ripe old age now where I want to journal. I've never been a journaler, but like I want to pass on my knowledge to my kids or their kids and that kind of stuff. And I'm sitting there writing the stuff, and I'm like having to wipe the page because there's tears smudging stuff, and I'm like, why am I such a weeper? Anyway, so I'm just an emotional wreck this week. So
Sounds like you need some more fork bucket content.
Fork, yes.
What you could do, John, is something that I've considered. I hope Zach will do at some point. But I hope to do is use a Bible and have it intended for one of my kids, and then when that gets used up and I go through that and highlight all my favorite things and I journal inside of that, then do another one for one of my other kids, so that I can hand that to them and be like, this one's for you and this one's for you. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now. The one I'm working on here, it's a journaling Bible, and this one I'm intending to give to Bella, and then I want to read through the next one, and I'm going to intend to give that to Isaac.
That's cool.
As just an heirloom, and it's not my original idea. One of the pastors at our church does it for his son. Shout out Pastor Jacob. He's a real dude.
Absolutely.
And when I saw that he was doing that, again, I'm going to get emotional just talking about it right now. Like, I mean, what a legacy. Like, I can't imagine what it would be like to read my grandfather's thoughts on scripture.
Oh, it's
Or
awesome.
my father's thoughts on. Well, I can read my father's thoughts because he does this whole. I'll have to talk about that sometime. He's been doing.
That's awesome.
Have I talked about it before? The concert of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that's been running for 40 years, plus. That just blows my mind.
Wow.
Such a wealth of insight.
You should get him onto
anyway.
that mail thing, that content creator, that mail thing. You should
I've
get
thought
him to
about
do
it.
that.
He doesn't. He's got this thing where I've tried to get him to publish it before, and he doesn't want. The Lord has told him like it's not for him to make anything off of. I'm like, well, Dad, you don't have to. You can just sell it at cost if you want to. You don't, or donate every penny to missions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't want to go through the hoops. So that'll be something that maybe he's gonna hopefully pass it on to me or Isaac to continue on and keep going, and we'll see where God takes it from there. So, but anyway, I digress.
But I mean, we have 6 months till Christmas. So something that y'all could do, I did for my husband, I did for Father's Day last year, but like either for your kids or your spouse or whatever, or someone, if you have a kid getting married or something, go ahead right now. You have 6 months until Christmas. Get a Bible, start highlighting your favorite things. That is the most sentimental gift that you can give somebody. And it's very inexpensive. It just takes your time. And I promise you'll grow in the middle of it because you'll be reading scripture and highlighting the same stuff. And then it'll, plant seeds in them.
Isn't it crazy how God does that too, though? Like, the more you do something, like, to create something for others, like, the more he teaches you. Like, right now I'm in the middle of I did this with the New Testament thing, and now I'm in the middle of trying to write a lesson plan for worship and what worship, the foundation of worship. And, like, God is just rocking me with verses that I have read a bunch of times, and it's like I'm getting a whole new perspective and revelation on those things because I'm looking at it through different eyes of like how to explain this theologically. How do I explain this so that people can get the point I'm trying to make here, or they understand
no,
it?
absolutely. I do every Tuesday, John, and and I kind of I write it and then I go back and read it and I'm like, oh, that just smacked me in the face. I'm doing it for others, but when I go back and especially when I'm reading it to them, it's like, oh, that just smacked me in the face, or oh, I just got chill bumps because that resonates. It's wild when, like you just said, when you're doing something for others and then it ends up impacting you more than if you just read it yourself.
Yeah. How's the devotional coming? Are we almost there?
I need to. Yeah. The problem is.
Ooh, I caught her off guard. She's like.
The problem I'm having is like, the farther along I've gone, the devotionals get longer and longer, and so I'm having to like pare it back, and so editing I think is going to be a nightmare. But
you can't do a part 1 and part 2, like for a devotional, like the same theme really but 2 separate ones.
I really could, but my goal was to do a 52-week.
No, but what I mean is like some of your longer devotions, could you break them into 2 thoughts, like have a part 1 devotion,
sure.
And then the next week follow up a continuation of that same thought in a different, I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah, no, I could. I mean, I'm hoping, my goal is to have it published so before, like, by the fall time, like probably end of fall, so people have time to get it for Christmas.
Yeah, come on,
come
on, I want to see it. I want to promote it.
That's awesome. Wow.
Anyway, so so that's how our lives have been. Emotional wreck.
What about Matt's?
And Matt, huh?
We didn't ask Matt.
Yeah, we did. Matt started it.
Yep, I guess.
He's the one that got us on Taco Bell. He was upset about his cup. Remember?
Oh yeah. Did you know that the cup? Do you know why it's called a walla?
What's that?
I meant to ask you that. Did you know why it's called a walla?
Is it because of this whale?
No.
Because it looks like a whale?
People in the comments let me know, but I believe it's because when you go to drink it and you tip it up, it makes you look like a koala bear.
What?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta ask ChatGPT right now.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sure.
I was thinking
Kinda
like
random.
there's like whale, and so it kind of looks like a little whale. I don't know.
No.
Well, while Katelyn is looking that up, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. I still, even though I've got a wider perspective, I still have a hard time getting in the frame. And smack the notification bell. We upload every Saturday new episodes. We are on YouTube, obviously, but we're also on the audio platforms, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. But most importantly, if you do find that you are enjoying the podcast, share it with a friend. Share it out on social media. We are trying to actively grow this thing and give the Lord a platform to help everybody flip their feeds and turn that doom scroll into a hope scroll. What ChatGPT say, Katelyn?
Okay, so they didn't intentionally do that. It's not planned like that. I think it's just a social media thing where people are like, oh, koala, and then when you drink it, it just happens to look like a koala's nose.
That's fun.
All right, so this week's theme is inspiration. I think we kind of all went in different directions here. And, inspiration, again, so specific, and so different than all the other topics that we've had. I'm not going to beat that dead horse anymore. But what is the first thing that came to y'all's mind when you thought of inspiration? Like, what was your first instinct to go to?
Either inspiring people. I was just, first thing was like, am I going to pick one that inspires people, or what do I get inspired by? So I picked what I use to inspire, but not in like the grand scheme of like, ooh, huge inspirational speaking, thought about going down that avenue. But then I'm like, what do I do? What inspires me daily? And then that's how I came up with mine.
Okay. What about you, Matt?
I think when I think about the word like inspired, I probably first go to people who inspire me, followed closely by like where I get inspiration. So whether it's like a personal like pastime or just even just getting out in nature, like that like gives me inspiration. In terms of selecting my creator, I went purely with the inspirational, lighthearted approach that's not going to make us cry.
Matt is trying hard to remain the comedic relief of the podcast, is what you're trying to say.
Maybe this week. Yeah, maybe this week. Last week was very serious. He was a very serious creator.
Yeah, that magic carpet in the pork bucket.
Yeah.
For me, like, I instantly go music. And I actually struggled between a content creator that inspires me musically, and then the other part of my creative brain is graphic. I wish I was an artist that could just take a pencil and draw stuff, but like I do like to manipulate things graphic design wise. Katelyn, Lord knows, we have tried our hand many a time at branding companies and initiatives and stuff like that. So that's the creator that I landed on, was somebody that inspires me. Graphically, I guess you could say. His account always kind of pushes me back in that direction. So if you guys don't mind, segue, I'll go first with mine, and then we'll go into y'all's, because I usually end up going last. But my creator this week is a guy called Allan Peters, and he owns a company called Peters Design. And one of the things that I love about following him, and again, like I said, Katelyn and I have spent many an hour going over logos and branding ideas and trying to come up with concepts. I mean, I don't know if we've talked about it before. I must have 40 folders of concepts just for this podcast that we try to develop before coming up with this podcast. That's all part of the creative process, and there's always a little bit of modification that can happen as well, even after you come up with something. And what I like about him is his kind of shtick, and the main things that he posts is he'll go and take known brands and kind of reinvent their logo, or do it from his perspective. But what really solidified him as the creator for me this week was the one that I came across happened to be a Christian inspired design, and he actually uses the word inspired in it, and I was like, sold, it's meant to be. So that'll be the first one that I show you guys, is the one that solidified him as this week's creator.
Over the weekend, I read this book to my 3-year-old, and I was inspired by these infinite loops and some of these really cool grid patterns. And so I started drawing and linking these crosses together, and I was like, oh, that's close, but something's not quite right. I got to get the geometry on this perfect. And then I came up with this. It shows 3 crosses creating an infinite loop in a triangle. It represents the Holy Trinity the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. But then here's the kicker. Did you count how many triangles there are? There's 66 of them. Because there's 66 books in the Bible. And then Pierce's Bible reaches out and he says, I want to take that and make it into a custom handmade Bible for you. This guy is such a craftsman. He took the crosses from that shape and then made this custom stamp so they could use it to press into the leather and then aged it. It's so beautiful. And look at this. This is going to be a family heirloom for the Peters family for as long as I live. Thanks, man.
That's pretty cool.
So it's kind of like two creators in one there. The design is just perfect. I love it.
That's pretty crazy. Like that's
over the
what you were
weekend,
just talking about as far as like your journaling Bible and like handing that down as a gift. Like that's pretty.
I love his design style. It's just there's something very crisp, clean, and fresh without being too minimalistic. Another one I wanted to highlight is I'm a gamer, still am, and I primarily play on Xbox, so I have to highlight this video.
Let's fix the Xbox logo. We all know Target is a target, shell is a shell, and apple's an apple. So why in the world is Xbox an X circle? I was curious, so I did a little research. This is the original Xbox logo. And then when they released the Xbox 360, because it had 360 in the name, they made it circular. Now, they felt locked into this logo. So rather than change it when they went to the Xbox One or now the Xbox Series X, they just kept the circle. But it doesn't make any sense anymore now that there's no 360 in it. So my suggestion to Microsoft is when you drop your next system, don't drop it with the X circle logo. Drop it with the Xbox logo.
Ooh.
Okay, one other tweak I would do.
Hold on, he's not done.
So the other day I asked, why is the Xbox logo an X circle? And I shared this solution. But not everybody liked it. So I wanted to give a few more options. One of the issues with this one that came up is people said it looked like an X square rather than an X box. And so I came up with 3 box solutions. Option B is kind of an interesting perspective with the X in the negative space and a cube, but done in a way that seems a little bit more MC Escher and unexpected and playful. Option C is more straightforward. It's definitely a cube with an X on the front of it. It's reminiscent of the original Xbox logo, but with that box shape in it. And then option D has 4 cubes coming together to create an X in the negative space. What do you guys think? Let me know in the poll and down in the comments. I'd love to hear.
So what were you going to say, Katelyn?
I think that if they're going to make Xbox in the, actual image, okay, fine, dandy. I like that. So literally when I saw the X circle earlier, I was like, that should be a square.
Yeah.
But I think they should also make the O and Xbox a square. Make the font match the brand.
Yeah, I could see that.
Take it
Absolutely.
a step farther. But
of these 4, I like this one.
I like that one the best.
But is that too close to like GameCube?
It is very close to GameCube. But GameCube is irrelevant now. I mean, it's not even a thing anymore. I know it's probably small on y'all's screen, but does anybody know what this is? I'm going to date myself, but
not ringing a bell.
I can tell you it made an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at the end of the movie.
I don't know.
This was the short-lived but awesome. I had 2 of them. Microsoft Zune. This was their version of the iPod.
I forgot about that.
I loved my Zunes. I had 2 of them, and I played the heck out of those things. I used it all the time. That's the Zune logo. So that, this is a deep cut right here. Everybody's like, hear me out.
Okay, but the other thing that he said that, when I was originally looking at the circle, because while you were bringing up your creator, John, I couldn't help but look at the Xbox logo.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I forgot that they did the Xbox 360, which makes sense with the whole spherical part. But the reason I thought, or, was remembering wrong of why they had the circle with the X is because it's a gaming console, and on the gaming console there is an X button on the console. So I was just like, maybe that's just kind of like.
Well, the PlayStation has. I guess the Xbox Yeah, I mean, they both have
Yeah,
buttons.
they both
X
have
buttons.
buttons that have an X, but I was like, well, maybe that's why they stuck with the circle.
Yeah, but no.
But yeah, John
there's
and
a
I could talk
360.
like this for hours.
Mm-hmm.
I can nitpick.
The other thing that I think is cool, and he has a lot of great just rebranding of designs that he's done. I also really like this because I always feel guilty when I'm coming up with a new idea using other sources for inspiration. I had no idea that these things even exist. I just go online and start doing searches, but like these are actual like idea booklets that have like logo ideas and graphical things that give you inspiration. Like I want to buy one of those just because I do this so often on the side.
Yeah.
Anyway, I find it cool and interesting just because I dabble in it. Matt, you used to dabble in graphic design too, didn't you?
Not so much. Like I used to work for a creative agency. My brother still works there, and good friends all still work there and run it. But I would sell a lot of jobs.
Oh, so you
involving
were like
graphic
their
design.
sales force or whatever.
Yeah. I did a lot of sales and a lot of marketing, well, like ads, campaigns, and things like that. But I definitely have an appreciation for graphic design, especially even just the role I'm in now. Like I just require so much of it for just creating content and stuff, and so it's definitely tough because like you have to. There's just so many things that have to align for like a good logo or a good like graphic or icon like that. There's a lot of meaning. There's so many logos out there, so you can't necessarily like rip off like what could potentially be another big logo. So there's a lot of intentionality there.
And half the battle too, though, is like you come up with a good idea, and then you got to pitch it.
Oh, dude,
You know,
everyone has
like-
to agree on it, and that's
my
the
favorite
hardest part.
That's my favorite part. You know why?
Why?
Every time I think of somebody pitching an idea, I can't help but picture the movie Elf and everyone in the conference room
Yes.
going, okay, listen, guys, here we go.
Oh, I thought you were
This
talking
book
about the
is
angry
gonna
elf.
be. Oh no, that's a different part. I think of the part before the angry elf.
Yes.
No, it's the after. It's the after.
Is it
angry
the
elf.
asparagus?
Asparagus.
Yeah,
that's
it's like
weird.
it's the fruits, and it's like it's a children's book, but it's like it's gonna be for an orange is too basic, it's too this, and so we gotta go with the vegetables because it's gonna be more wholesome and more X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, this is a children's
Yeah.
book.
But it's like
But to me, I can't help being like, I've been in big conference rooms where people
Yeah.
are pitching some interesting ideas, and it makes me laugh every time because it's one of my favorite movies, and I'm like, man, I think of the I would love to be a fly on the wall when people are pitching Super Bowl commercials. Like, I want to be in the conference room and people are like, this is the scene, this is the idea, and like the meaning and psychology behind some of the stupidest of things and like why people do it. Like, to me, like that's my favorite part is the pitch. Maybe not the one doing the pitch, that's scary, but oh my gosh, I love watching them.
Yeah, I think Matt and I are remembering a different part about the the vegetables.
the
It was
asparagus who's self-conscious about the way his pee smells or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes,
That
yes,
gets
there
me
was
every
that
time.
part. That was that part, yeah.
Oh man. Anyway,
But there is people out there who have to. Their job is to think of
Eat
those
asparagus?
Yeah.
potential
No.
problems.
yes, absolutely. So Allan Peters, Peters Design Company. All the links and everything will be in the description below. But he's a staple on my feed that gives me inspiration when I need a little creative boost. So, all right, who would like to go next?
Don't know.
I can go.
All right.
I have a feeling that Katelyn's is a little bit more serious than mine.
All right,
I'm just gonna go on a limb.
So Matt's creator is live from the trees or live from the trees. We're not sure.
Yeah, we're not sure. He kind
I
of just
think
popped
it's
up.
live
I want to say it's live. I feel like
because I think like trees bear fruit, and you can live off of like fruit. So I think I would guess that it's live.
yeah. I don't know. McKenna's not convinced that this is a real person, so
Well, she thinks it's AI.
I don't know.
Wait, is this creator McKenna approved?
I think so. She said she needed to get a stamp and like.
I need the thumbs up photo
Yeah.
from McKenna, and I will
Yeah, she
create a
actually-
stamp.
She mentioned that, but this is McKenna approved. Yeah, if you scroll like towards the bottom of his page, he doesn't have a lot of posts. I feel like he's relatively new, but even that one in the middle with him, the red shirt with the overalls, just sitting there waving,
This
like, yeah, he's just a wholesome guy, inspirational.
one, he looks real to me.
Yeah,
Congratulations. You scrolled far enough. Come sit with me, and we can take it all in. You worked hard enough today. You can pick it all back up in the morning. And trust me, you are enough. So sleep tight, friends. Until next time, the grass is out there.
He's kicking his
You just
little
gotta
feet
go
at the
touch it.
wall.
Congratulations.
It's like
his inspirational quote.
it's like Santa's
Grass is
brother.
out there. You just gotta go touch it.
It's like Santa's brother, so it's like, you know how
Yeah.
the firstborn takes over the family business, and there's the other one. It's like, what
Yeah.
are they gonna do? This is Santa's brother.
Yeah,
Somebody
Santa's on the North
community-
Pole. And,
I'm sorry. Somebody community noted you've reached the end of the algorithm.
yeah, you scrolled far enough. He says. It's like actually, yeah.
All right.
There's got to be one with his laugh in here. It's pretty funny.
And
no,
just
no.
pick any of them.
Just pick
Is that
one,
his
yeah.
chair in the middle of a?
Yeah, click that one. There you go. Sat down to watch a live stream. Brought his chair out by the river. To me, that's inspirational. I mean, I like kind of what he is trying to do, and just he's just a happy-go-lucky dude. But it's just kind of like little things to make you think. The one on the bottom, towards the bottom with his face like right in the camera. Yeah, that one. Let's see. I feel like he probably laughs
I
a
mean,
lot there.
now you got me worried that this is AI. I don't know, Matt.
If your friend sent you this, he
No,
really wants
that's
to spend
not
time
AI.
with you outside. We can frolic in the field, a lollygag by the lake. I'm Nature Max's tree field. See you there, friends. If your friend sent you this, he really wants to spend time with you outside.
That's not
can
AI.
frolic-
His hair is
That's
blowing
not
in the
AI.
wind.
Yeah, that one solidified it. The
Let's
shadows.
go. He's real.
He's
He's
real.
real. I'm inspired.
I kind of want to show the one that you said you wanted to see.
Yeah, no, do it.
somebody.
My favorite part is that's the only name dropping video he's done so far.
Which
So,
was it? This one or this one?
that one right there. Yeah.
This one right here. This
Pretty
one
sure.
goes out to a friend of the podcast, Miss Sarah Brosher.
Oh,
Send this to Sarah. Hey, Sarah, just want to let you know you're doing great. No matter the situation, you just have to let yourself grow. And just like these coreopsis, they don't ask for permission to bloom. They just do. And aren't they beautiful? Just like you, Sarah. Sarah, I love
I
you.
can't do the heart.
Send this to Sarah.
I hope that inspires
You're
all you
trying to do an
Sarahs out there.
upside down.
Yeah, I was
heart.
trying. I don't know. I'm
gotta
old,
go
Katelyn. I
up.
can't do the
I
millennial
can't
stuff.
even.
I'm totally clipping that and sending it to her, by the way, because that'll make it even less awkward that
Do it.
it's on the
Yeah.
internet for people to see. So,
For
yeah.
sure.
Live/live from the trees. If you just
Yeah.
need a good smile, you know what? What the heck? Let's do the cool critter appreciation post as well, shall we?
Oh, just looking at some bugs.
Now here is a tomato hornworm. Little stinger is just a fake. It won't hurt you. And it becomes a beautiful 5-spotted. See the spots on the side? There's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's just someone's
Five
grandpa out in the woods. I
hawk
love it. Oh, we got some bumblebees.
Just got lucky and walked by and slowed down and got a shot of this assassin beetle. This is an amble. It's actually a wheeled amble assassin beetle.
Oh, just lost Amy.
Absolutely not.
We'll call him
Absolutely not.
Mater.
Uninspired.
Bye, Mater. Later, Mater.
That laugh is classic, though, man.
It is, man.
As always, Matt never fails. He brings some whimsy. You know what this guy reminds me of? This is the magic bean in 30 years.
I can see that.
The bean wizard! Ah!
I can see that.
This could also be Millsap in about 20 years. Just saying, Kate.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Speaking of, you know, he's open to come on the podcast.
Well,
The
maybe you
legend
should.
himself.
If I can't next week, maybe you can have him next week.
Maybe.
Although I want to be on it when he's on it, though.
Yeah, he's an interesting fella. But okay, live
Stay tuned.
/ live from the trees on the Insta, and all the links will be in the description below.
Give him a follow.
All right, and last but not least, I do also want to give a special shout out because, you know, not only does Katelyn follow this creator, but Pastor Javerna at our church follows this creator, so you know they've got to be good. So yeah, I think you and Javerna would have a lot to talk about, Katelyn. This is living my best style.
Okay, first off, the social media handle, best that I've seen in regards to this category. I just think it's like top-notch social media handle. It's easy to find, it's easy to remember, and it's the epitome of what she does. So, she is kind of like a lifestyle influencer. I go to her page specifically for style inspiration or like gadgets, cool things. I found her several years ago. When I found her, she lived in Washington State. I believe she now lives in Texas. Her name is Katie. She literally gets Amazon clothes or just other brands' clothes, different brands and stuff. She tries them out. She tells what's good, what's not. If she has a very high-end thing, she finds the dupe, more affordable stuff. If you're like me and you're really girly, glamorous and all the things, but there's sometimes I'm not the type of person that is really good at pairing outfits. I'm good at things that I don't necessarily want to be good at, and then I'm not good at the things that I want to be good at. And styling outfits is one of those. And so when I'm trying to figure out kind of like work attire, dressy, corporate, kind of conservative type of outfits, I go to her page. And what's beautiful is she does all the hard work for you because she links everything. So she has, not only does she link it on her like Instagram stories, but she does have something called Like to Know It, and some other things where like you can literally go to her stuff. You can scroll, see her entire outfit, and then you can, of course she makes commission off it, but I'm telling you it's hard work to do. Or you can go and buy every single piece that she has or the affordable version of it. And so I'm obsessed with her content.
There's a lot of work that goes into that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with her content. She also is she's a single mom of a really cute son who is, I think he's like 5 or 6 now. And but she posts like mom hacks, like kitchen gadgets, just travel gadgets, everything. You think about it, if you're a woman and you use it, she's got it. So highly recommend, especially if you like that conservative type of wardrobe, but you like it more on the trendier side. She's your girl. She keeps up with all the fashions. She also has a blog that she writes and stuff, and she's also phenomenal around Christmas time. So she's not the only influencer like this on Instagram. So like you guys can go, and before the holidays, it's very popular to go and find your Instagram influencers. And Instagram does it best, in my opinion, where you're able to like click the links in their stories. Stories, in case you guys don't know what they are, you go and it's only available for the day, like 24 hours. And so limited time stuff, either deals, specials, codes, what's hot at that moment in time. And in some cases, it's kind of like the day in their life. So it's almost like a little TV show if you want to watch it. Highly recommend it. But during the holidays, they post ahead of things, the deals coming up, because they talk to these brands. They can tell you, wait, don't buy this now, buy it next week. And then they put a whole gift guide together for you. So like if you're trying to find stuff for your dad or the man in your life or the kids in your life from certain ages, people like her do all the hard work, find all the deals and group it all together, give you shoppable links, and inspire you to buy things for your loved ones or yourself. So, one of my favorite content creators.
Any of these you'd particularly like me to showcase?
Oh, honestly, any of them. There's nothing, I mean, they're just all good. So, like, nothing necessarily special. If you want to, click in her stories. Surprisingly, I haven't watched them today, but
You're gonna have to go ahead. Just old guy here that
click
doesn't
her
use
profile
Instagram a
picture.
whole lot. Do I just click on the picture?
Yeah, you just click on the
Okay.
picture.
Where's the book? No.
Okay, so this is an example
no
of
audio,
like, the
or-
things that she. They do have audio.
Ah, there it is.
Cover-ups. I love this thing because it's so flowy and so comfortable. They actually specialize in like the most gorgeous
There's that
bath
link you're talking about,
towels.
right?
Their website's amazing.
Yes.
But
people
I
will be able to click
love
that,
this.
and
It
it'll
is
take them
obviously
to
a
where they
towel
can
material,
buy
and then
the
you've got the
things
little
she's
like
talking
scalloped
about.
detailing and
So it's
the
like
big old
live
pockets.
reviews,
It's just like the
and so you can
perfect
just
throw
keep
on,
clicking through,
you know,
John.
a swim cover-up,
Just
and then
different
throwing
stories,
it.
because like these types of things, like they stop. Like, of course, bougie girl in finding the things that she found in her Amazon cart.
So,
to
I
find
mean,
at
it
her
just really is
Airbnb.
just highlighting the things that she's either got an affiliate with or that she really likes. And
Yeah.
yeah.
The most handy of things. The things that you want to try, but you don't want to spend the money on to see it's worth it. I do have that chair. That chair is so worth it.
Amy's looking for a new beach
But,
chair.
yeah, so. That is the best because you can lay on your stomach. It doesn't hurt. You can put your arms through the hole and put your face down on a pillow and read a book while you're laying on your stomach.
That's
chair's
actually a
worth it.
really cool feature. It's like one of those massage tables.
Yes, exactly. So then you can click any of her.
Man, she posts a lot of
So go
like,
to-
stuff. Like
Yes,
a lot of things.
like all day
I
long.
have this set in I think
Constantly.
almost every colorway.
Well, I mean, another creator we know
Found the cute. Could
posts a
not
lot.
pass up.
Okay, well, I
Is
mean, we're
this
going
is-
full on to the
love
bikini
this
around
design
here.
that I'm going
Let-
to wear
Let
today.
me just click off of that. All right. This was Katelyn's creator, honey. I swear. But you know, friend of the podcast or whatever. But you know, Laura Beverlin is also one that I follow that does this as well. We've got a connection to their coffee brand and stuff like that through Matt, which is in the influencer life is a real deal, but it's like I don't think people understand the cost of the effort put behind it, right? Like, I mean, everything, every minute of every day is practically content or else,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. There's probably about probably 3 or 4 that I dedicated. I don't go and wait for them to pop up on my feed. I go and I seek them out and I go and watch their stories every day. She is one of them. But her content is consistent. It is very on brand for her. It just, I don't know, it really helps me out. It inspires outfits for me and
Well,
things
it's
to use in my
a
daily
new
life,
kind of
so.
shopping, really. I mean, it's like you're inundated with advertisements everywhere you go. I would much rather go with a product that a friend or somebody that I follow is advocating for and using, right? And not every creator is going to be what's the word? Some people just recommend anything that they get a brand deal with, right? But others are pretty selective. And I find, for a more guy perspective, it's like, EDC items or technology items. There's certain content creators that I follow that I trust their opinion of it. And if they're backing it, like I am more likely to purchase that product because they're backing it. And this is the new way to shop. This is, eventually, I mean, I think now advertisers have started to understand it, which is why these creators have so many brand deals. But the brands that aren't getting behind social media influencers, they're behind the 8 ball right now. Like, this is where you should be spending your advertising dollars with these content creators, especially good ones that their communities trust them. I mean, she's almost got a million followers on this account alone. That's a huge reach to a specific niche target audience.
Yeah.
As a brand, if you back somebody like, I don't know, I'm taking over your creator, but you know, Katelyn, you and I have talked about this for a long time.
Sure.
Like, I love this side of social media. Everybody's always like, social media is so evil and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it's kind of like why we do the whole flip your feed thing. But there are positive aspects of it that can be used for building your business and selling your products and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great thing.
She inspires me in that way too. She inspires me in that way too, because not only do I like utilize her knowledge, information, and the fact that she tries all the things that I would love to try and figure out if it's worth it for me to get, but she inspires me because I would like to do some of the things that she does as like a job. Like, that's just super cool, super fun. And you know, now you have to decorate for Christmas 6 months ahead of time because you have to film the content, plan it, and post it early enough to where people can shop for the trees and stuff. So you're always living ahead of some trends, but I still think it's super cool.
When you and Zach decide to move down to Florida and we open up the studio, we'll give you your own little space to decorate 6 months ahead of time to sell your product, Katelyn.
There you go. Christmas in July.
Anyway, so that's living my best style. Content creator and influencer who is testing. I do like how you said that she does the expensive version and then like a cheaper version. You know, like, I wish some of the guys I followed would show us a cheaper version. You know,
I think it gains her credibility because it's like that. I think that's why her audience, and I truly think that she gets good interaction on her stuff, because I know that even though she might find the name brand version of it and I might not be able to get it, I can trust that she's gonna have like 2 other options that either look the exact same, or she says even sometimes the quality is better. So she's still affordable. She's not like a, oh, I wish to be type of, I wish I could afford that. It's a, oh yeah, I can achieve those things too. And she's done the hard work of making it all match. Like, I can't ever do that. So
well, some people have a natural talent and ability for that too, I think. But
shout out to my personal stylist, Kendall.
Living my best style. All the links in the comment section descriptions below.
I don't know if you saw me there for a second. I was literally fighting for my life because
I was wondering what was going on.
I took a sip out of this thing and I think the straw like disconnected and I just like swallowed air. I was just choking like crazy.
Strike 2 for the bottle.
Not only are the colors off.
Hey, it heard you insult it. It was offended. You offended the bottle.
It's crazy.
Early colors, I'll show you. How do you like air?
Yeah, I almost didn't come back from that one. Golly.
Sorry we weren't more concerned, Matt. I was you're good. Kind of like watching out of the corner of my eye, like, what the heck is going on?
I was fumbling for the mute button so I could just cough my life away.
I missed it completely because my camera, when John goes to that view,
I'm not joking.
My camera covered your face.
That's not a bad thing. It wasn't pretty, I'm sure. But I came back looking all teary-eyed.
Speaking of like emotional roller coaster and influencers trying to sell me stuff, this week, you know, I mean, you guys are probably Apple people. I know Katelyn is. Matt, are you an Apple guy?
I'm kind of half and half, honestly. I've been PC, Android, Google my whole life up until my most recent couple of jobs where just the Mac ecosystem kind of dominates in like the creative space. So
I'm a diehard Samsung guy at this point. Like, it is part of my identity. You will never get me to use an Apple product willingly. Like, the only time I touch an Apple product is when my wife hands me her phone and says, I can't figure this out, figure it out. Or when I'm using the iPad at church for worship. Like, other than that, I avoid it like the plague. They had their big event this week, Samsung. It was yesterday, and they announced a bunch of cool things. Not the least of which is the $1,800 freaking dollar Fold 8 that they just came out with, and it is just
you like the Fold?
Yes, and
Let me look this up.
It's a passport style, which is like the new design form factor, so it's wider.
When you open it,
it folds open, and it's almost like a tablet.
Is there like a seam?
There is, but it's the very first generations it was noticeable, but like to notice it now, you almost have to like specifically twist it so that the light is reflecting off of it to be able to even see it. They really like, Matt, you need some sunglasses when you're searching the internet, dude.
Dude.
It's like when I pull up the wheel of topics, it's like, blah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But anyway, I'm being inundated because they had their event this week with all of the content creators and influencers in the tech space that got like the pre-release copies, and they did all their reviews. So they had all of their videos and content like loaded and ready for bear. And as soon as the event happened, they were able to launch it. And it was just like my whole feed was inundated with this new fold phone that I can't afford. And I'm like, I want it so bad. Can I justify expensing it through the business? And then my financial advisor, my wife, is like, no, you cannot. I'm like, dang it.
Man.
So anyway, the downside of being influenced by social media is sometimes you can't afford the things that they're selling. But anyway.
Do you have like a specific like tech, I guess, reviewer / influencer that you trust with that kind of stuff? Like, are you like a Marquez Brownlee guy?
Yes,
or...
I do like Marquez.
Yeah.
I watch his stuff. I like, to be honest with you, it's one of my guilty pleasure scrolls, Unbox Therapy. What they do, and they're not really a review thing. They kind of just do the whole unboxing experience and show the new product off. But I like Marquez for like the longer term, and then there's a couple of, believe it or not, I like CNET when they do like reviews of like the longer term usage of products. It's kind of like, man, I'm going to date myself. Consumer Reports. I don't know if you guys even remember what that is, but back in the day, you did not, like, at least if you were my father, you did not purchase a vehicle or an appliance if you didn't have a good Consumer Reports rating.
Yeah,
and
I appreciate that stuff.
CNET kind of does some pretty good tech reviews and like the longer term stuff. I go to them all the time. And then there's the various content creators that I couldn't tell you their name off the top of my head, but I could, if I saw their face, I follow them, and when they come up with a tech review, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to listen to this guy. But
yeah, see, for me, like, I guess you could literally say I was inspired to switch to an iPhone. Really, it was like 2.5 years ago, because a couple of reasons. One, my whole family had iPhones, and so when you're like the only one in the group chat creating the green bubbles, it just. Honestly though,
that guy.
Honestly, that was me, and
proud of it too, baby.
But like, the reality is, like, with however many like videos and photos we're sending back and forth to each other, like, just being in the ecosystem with everyone else just makes it easier to send that. But I will also say I guess the ecosystem is kind of what brought me over, because like how it just seamlessly integrates with my MacBook and everything else. Like, I can just pull up iMessage real quick on my laptop and reply, or I can copy on my computer and paste it to my phone. Like, I know like there's a lot of those features that are coming, or like exist on
they
like
exist
the PC.
Now. They didn't used to. Apple's always had the one up on the ecosystem. Absolutely, I'll give them that credit. Their products work very well together.
Yeah,
they do not play very nicely with any other products.
No, it's true. It's true. And I will say, even from a technology standpoint, it's not like, I've had some like crazy, like, I don't know, random phone brands. I can't even remember them now, but like even like the OnePlus phones, and this is all like nerd talk really, but like the technology level is like so like far more advanced, I feel like, than a lot of the Apple technology. But it's just the way that the ecosystem works, and it's easy to use interface. Like, that's, I think, a huge draw for Apple.
Well, and it's safe, like, and again, I know we're kind of taking a hard right turn into nerd talk, but like, to get the full functionality of something like a Samsung or another device, an Android device, you kind of have to be technologically inclined, right? And that's not a knock on anybody. Some people just want to be able to open their phone and have it work. And do the thing they want it to do without having to create settings and do all this other stuff.
Sure.
I have always been the guy, whether it's been my computer, my tablet, or my phone, I dive into the details, and I want to customize it. I want
that's cool.
to do it. And that's just always been me.
I used to. I tried to go Samsung. And I didn't like it, but I had already been Apple for a while. And then when I was younger and phones were a thing, and the flip phones and the buttons and all the stuff, back when phones had buttons, y'all.
Bring it back.
You know, I used to love diving into the settings and the whole custom thing and like all the custom ringtone, the custom voicemail, the custom background, all the things. But then I just got to a point where social media is crazy enough and so much custom there, and then just you get to a point where you just need functionality.
Yeah.
And I used to, when you have all the time in the world and no worry in the world, I used to have a custom background on my computer. I don't even have that anymore. I just let Microsoft put a
Yeah, I've reached that stage too, Katelyn. That was like the one thing I would customize on a new PC, and now I'm just like, whatever, Microsoft, what's up there?
I know, but it's funny because Microsoft always seems to capture my mood. Like today, literally the moment I was logging into the podcast, it puts a starry night sky with a beacon of light coming from a lighthouse. And I'm like, well, that's very inspirational.
Yeah, that would be inspiring.
And it's kind of it's funny because it's the reverse in my house. I have influenced and inspired my children to become Android users. And so my wife Amy's the only one that's on the Apple ecosystem.
Oh man!
Now all of her family's on it, and her friends are on it, so she's all happy as a clam in mud with her little this, that, or the other, and her FaceTime and this, that, or but the kids and I, like, oh, you want to share photos? Wham! I'll just send it right on over. Oh, you want to connect to that TV, random TV that you never connected to before? Oh, I'll do that in a couple seconds. Hold on, let me take 10 minutes to try to figure it out on your iPhone. You know, it's funny. And I dog on iPhone. I know a lot of iPhone users, and I get it. I get the ecosystem. I get the ease of use. It's just not for me. And I think it's because I'm so locked into the other ecosystem. Like I've got the watch, I've got the tablet, I've got the phone. I was looking at TVs that are Samsung. You know, it talks to my fridge, it talks to my washer and dryer. You know, like because it's all Samsung. It's all the smart home ecosystem, and it's like, yes, I want that.
Samsung might have good phones, but they do not have good washer and dryers, and they definitely do not have good refrigerators because the ice makers never work.
Nobody's ice maker works. That's why you get an outside standing by itself ice machine.
I do have that.
We have the GE
That's
profile,
actually
the Opal.
good idea.
Got the Sonic ice in it. Amy swears
I have
by
a
that thing.
I have a Uhomie from TikTok shop, and it also does the instant nugget ice too.
Amy loves it. Absolutely loves it. It's annoying when it starts making weird noises, but you know, it's
get used to it after
it's
a
good
while.
ice. So.
Sounds like Samsung needs to sponsor this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hit me up, Samsung.
Put in the chat. Put in the chat of the podcast. Are you team Samsung or are you team iPhone? Put in the chat.
I can already tell you with who I know follows this podcast, I am going to lose that battle.
Well, that'll tell you watched this long.
All the more reason for Samsung to sponsor you. When you, in the face of adversity, you remain faithful.
Yes. Awesome. You know, it's funny. We were talking at the beginning of the podcast, like, do we want to do a segment tonight, this, that, or the other? Can we fill it out? We're at an hour and 3 minutes.
Oh, man. Wow.
So, on that note, I think it's time to pick the next week's podcast.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah, and here I thought this podcast was shorter than the other ones are.
Oh, Microsoft's screen is some
pink.
kind of like
Wow,
flower
pink
that is
tonight.
very pink.
Oh, mine's a lighthouse.
That's not the usual UFO green beam.
Wait.
Oh,
There it is.
There it is.
It's back.
John's get abducted.
All right. Yeah, we didn't really talk about anything blurry tonight, did we?
Oh, but you almost need to create a video for social media of the amount of times that you say blurry creatures.
I am
Out of
wearing.
all of the
I'm repping
podcasts.
again tonight. I got the hat and a shirt. tonight.
No, I know, but I feel like you should begin to create a file of just all the clips that
from-
you say that blurry and then tag them.
There you
and
go.
then, maybe
I thought about that earlier today, like doing a campaign, like day 1 of mentioning blurry creatures in my social media posts.
You
until
can
they
do it,
acknowledge me. Like day 365 of mentioning blurry creatures.
Yeah, every other word is blurry.
Speaking of which, and I was telling Matt this before the podcast, so this is the blurry segment before we pick our topic. I'm going through those that have been listening for a while. I've started at episode 1 of the blurry creatures. They're now on like episode 400 something, almost 500.
Yeah.
I'm in the mid 30s at this point, and I just got to the episode where they did a podcast with the guys from Duck Dynasty, and I love a lot of the blurry creatures podcasts. but I think this might be one of my favorites so far. This is
Wow.
definitely in the top 5. Just Uncle Si, if you're familiar with Duck Dynasty, just his stories and his accent and how he's telling them. He's got Black Panther stories in the woods of Louisiana and his encounter with a juvenile Sasquatch. It's
Okay.
great.
All
And of
right.
course, it's also got Willie on there and Jace, and I think what's the boy's name? John something.
John Luke.
John Luke.
John
Which
Luke.
sounds way too close to Jean-Luc from Star Trek in my opinion. But anyway, this is yet another plug for the Blurry Creatures podcast. I don't even know what episode it is. It's the mid 300 somethings. But it's the one that they did with the Duck Dynasty guys, and it is just to have the opportunity to sit down and talk to the guy and to make it a spiritual thing. It's just kind of cool how, if you know anything about the Duck Dynasty story and the type of person that Phil was, the patriarch of the whole thing, before he became a Christian, and the life that he lived before that, and then the life that he lived after. They kind of go into detail in the podcast episode about how the show came about, and how the different podcasts came about, and how God has used all of that to spread the gospel and to minister to people. And it's just so cool to get to see him pick somebody from backwoods Louisiana. I mean, I had never even heard of Monroe, Louisiana until Duck Dynasty, and then I actually traveled through the place more than I could have ever wanted or thought of through business that I was doing. Actually went and visited the store one time. But God could use guys that make duck calls in Louisiana to spread the gospel in a way globally that they have. And now Phil's granddaughter, Sadie, and others, like, they go on, they speak around the globe at conferences, spreading the word of God, spreading the gospel. And it is just, it's so cool to see what one life surrendered to the kingdom can produce in such a short period of time. But anyway, I digress. That was your Blurry Creatures moment for me promoting the podcast yet once again.
Yeah. We'll be on there one day.
Someday, and I won't stop talking about how many times I talked about them. I'm just making sure that I took inspiration off the list. I did. Oh, we are down to 19. We are under 20. That is crazy that this is and we will not ever do this wheel again. This wheel will retire after
No, we will not. That way we could like pivot and like
we can do creators that we want to do instead of having to force ourselves. Not that we don't find creators we back, because I think we do. But I mean, it's a scramble some weeks trying to find one that fits the theme.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. It is time to, and we'll try it one more time. Remember, you guys keep saying it, and I'll sync to you. So, all right.
Okay.
It's time to
Spin that wheel.
Wheel.
I don't know.
Matt and I
don't
were
know.
in sync. Katelyn was not.
No, but the thing is when I hear you, Matt is different sync than your sync. So
Same.
it's like you, but like we all sound different times.
It's true.
Have we done Hope?
We have not done Hope. It's just, so different than all the other topics that we've
Oh no.
Hope.
Hope.
Hope. So episode 33 will be Hope.
Hope.
We're so excited.
I hope it's a good one.
So do I. I hope it is a good one. So, anyway, Matt, do you have a inspirational
Ooh.
quote? Well, actually, hold that thought. Any final thoughts before we close out the podcast? For Matt or Katelyn?
Final thoughts?
Be positive to whoever you come to, because like even just a couple minutes of your time, you could end up inspiring people and not even know it. So just keep being you. Stick to the good path.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think find like just little things in life to like be inspired by. Like there's things that happen every day that you can derive inspiration from. So yeah, you put us on the spot there with that one.
Yeah, sorry. And the whole time you guys were talking, I'm looking at my face and I'm like, man, really orange right now. Like,
Yeah.
I can't
No,
believe
I
I've
look-
been this
Matt-
orange the
Matt
entire
and
podcast.
No. You look tan.
Yeah.
Get it right, John. You look tan.
look washed out.
Matt and I look a little washed out. We
Yeah.
wore light colors today, and we've
Oh.
learned that this is not the colors to wear.
Borderline green looking, dude. I don't know. I'm looking like my Baja Blast.
A little aquamarine.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, you got any inspirational quotes for us to close out the podcast tonight?
Yeah, I got a couple. I think this is a good one. Whatever you do, always give 100% unless you're donating blood.
That is excellent wisdom and quite
Yeah.
inspiring. I think that's a good way to remember, boys and girls. Do everything 100% except giving blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good one.
The more you know.
Be inspired.
And on that note, I think we're done. So, all right, everybody. Time to peace out.
Peace.
See ya.
LightMode, turn that frown around. Bright side vibes bouncing all around. Hopes bursting out, laughter everywhere. Packed with pure joy, we're taking you there. LightMode, wonder we bring. Good times forever, hear us sing. Feel the beat. Flip your feet.